No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kate from Kate's Corner. Today we're going to be doing a purple eye. It's going to be like a pinky purple. I'm going to be using all Makeup Geek shadows. Did my brows. I did it with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and set it with a little bit of the NYX Brow Mascara that I just dropped on the floor. Then I just went in with a little concealer brush and I cleaned up under my eyebrows with some Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly. Any eye base will work. And then I set it with Makeup Geek Sorbet, which is a very, very light pinky shade. It doesn't really show up, but it just helps to set the base. Okay, now we're going to go in with Makeup Geek Cupcake, which is this one. It's like a dusty, muted, rosy color. And we're just going to take that on a big fluffy brush like this. And we're going to buff that into the crease with a mixture of windshield wiper motions and a little bit of circular motion just to get that all blended and blown out. Okay, now we're going to go in with a slightly smaller brush. I'm going to take Makeup Geek Hopscotch right here and buff that into the crease. Okay, now we're going to go in with Makeup Geek Wisteria, which is just a slightly darker purple than the last color we used. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. blending brush from their $1 line and buff that a little lower in the crease. Alright, we're going to take this color right here, which is Makeup Geek Fashion Addict. It's like a pinky purple color, and I'm just going to take my e.l.f. crease brush and put that into my crease as well. Now I'm going to go back in with that first fluffy brush we used for Cupcake, and I'm just going to run over this to make sure everything is blended with no harsh lines. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Fashion Addict and take that wing out a little bit further so they match a little better. Like that. And go back in with this brush. Alright, now we're going to go in with this Revlon Eye Art in Lilac Luster. I'm going to be using this side. Just going to take the wand, put a little on the back of your hand. And with this, you're going to want to work one eye at a time. So I'm going to just go back in with that brush I used for the concealer to clean up my eyebrow. And then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. What is it called? The eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Hot Pants. And this is going to be our lid color. going to take some of my setting spray that I'm going to use later to set my face, and I'm just going to spritz the brush. Make it wet. Make sure you don't do that over your eyeshadow so you don't ruin your eyeshadows. And I'm just going to go back in with that same hot pants color and pack that onto my lid. I also use this shadow to set that base that we put down so it doesn't take as long to dry. Alright, and now for just a little pop of brightness on the center of our lid, go in with Makeup Geek Whimsical. It's like it's one of their foil shadows. It's like a light pinky lilac whitish type of tone, and I'm just gonna go back in with the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I wiped it totally off to get all that pigment off, and then I'm going to spray my brush with that not Fix Plus, the setting spray, and we're just gonna put that right on the center of the lid. Now I'm just gonna go back in with that crease brush that we had Fashion Addict on, and I'm just going to lightly blend. You could probably even go in with your fingers to try and blend it. Might work a little better just like that. Like I said in my last video, I can't see out of this eye, so it's actually very difficult for me to do eye makeup sometimes. I have glasses, but they don't help. I mean, I'm pretty much blind in that eye. All I can see is like shapes and colors and big blurs. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Eye Boosting Eyeliner in Very Black, and I'm gonna meet you back after that. Alright, so I'm back. I did my eyeliner. I wanted just a little itty bitty thing on the top, and it turned into a wing. Then I had problems with the wing; they weren't even. You know how it goes. Anyway, moving on. I just primed my face with the Benefit POREfessional Matte Rescue. I just did that in my T-zone where I get oily. And then I just went in with my Maybelline Baby Skin, just where I got pores and texture blemishes, because it helps even out that uneven, like the texture in your skin. Alright, now we're going to go in with this NYX Color Correcting Palette. I think it's about $12. It's a great value. And I'm just going to go in with that peachy shade right here. And I'm going to put that under my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the green shade and just put it on my my blemishes. And you want to take small amounts of this product, like just like that. Even though it looks like a lot, it's not. Especially under your eyes, you don't want to have a lot of product. So you don't want it to cake up and crease and look like a nasty mess under there. Okay, now with the green, I'm just going to put that down in here, and I got one little monster in there, of course. Worst place ever, I feel. Now we're going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in shade 201 Classic Ivory, and you want to shake this really well. It is a very watery foundation. Okay, now that that's all blended out, for concealer we're going to go in with the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit in here just to cancel out whatever dark circles are still peeking through, and then to highlight I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Cream Concealer in L1 Neutral. And then I'm going to go right in with the RCMA No Color Powder to set it. Just under my eyes and where I put the concealer though. Alright guys, so I know it didn't show me putting on the foundation, but I do have an upcoming foundation routine that'll be up soon, so you'll see that then. And I'm just using a Me brush. I got it in my Ipsy bag a while back. I think it's just a face powder brush now. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face with this Physicians Formula talc-free, mineral loose powder. And I'm just going to take, this is a Real Techniques blush brush, but I like to use it for powder because it gives a nice light, even dusting of powder. Okay, now we're going to contour our faces and bronze it up a little bit. I'm going to be using my NYC Sunny Bronzer. It looks like this. And now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Lip Injections Extreme just to plump my lips. Okay, now we're going to go into the Desi Danger palette. I did a review on this. Let's try this shade right here, which is, if you look at it this way, it's the first shade in the palette. I'm going to use this. I'm going to go under my contour and clean it up a little bit, and I'm going to see if it brightens up my under eyes. I'm going to highlight with this. I'm going to take this, it's the third shade. I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones with it. I'm just going to go in with my Wet n Wild, I think it's, yeah, Where the Dreamers Go highlighting powder. Oops. It's one of their geometric highlights. I'm not really a huge fan of this. It doesn't have very much pigmentation, but you can build it up. Alright, next I'm going to go into Desi Danger palette, and I'm going to put some blush on, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm going to go in with the next blush. I'm going to go over top with MILANI Luminoso. Now I'm going to go in and just set my face. And then I'm going to go in with a combination of the Covergirl Supersize and Fibers and the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then I'm just going to put this nude eyeliner from Revlon in my waterline. And I'll meet you back. Alright, so now we're going to highlight our brow bone and our inner corner. I'm going to do... Let's see, I'm going to do Whimsical for my inner corner, and I'm going to do Shimma for my brow bone. Take like this tiny little itty bitty blending brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to put that under my brow bone, and I'm just going to blend that in. Then I'm just going to take this little eye defining brush, and I'm going to go into Whimsical. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with NYX Edge Pink and the Palladio Velvet Matte Cream Lip Color in Sateen. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Kind of did like a little bit of a halo eye going on there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. I am sorry about that. But anyway, that's about it guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.